A very warm welcome to all the students of class 7th. I hope you all are taking good care of yourself. In this video, we will revise chapter 5 of biology. Topic of the day is excretory system. So, before getting into the topic, let us know what excretion is. Excretion is a process of removal of metabolic waste from the body of an organism through excretory organs. In simple words, you can say that the removal of waste material produced in the cells of the living organism is known as excretion. What is the importance of excretion? A lot of metabolic waste is produced in the body, and if we allow it to accumulate inside the body, it would become toxic or poisonous. Therefore, we need a system for removal of these metabolic waste. All the organisms have special excretory organs to get rid of the harmful waste. Let us see what all organs take place in excretion in human beings. So the first organ is kidney. Kidney is the main excretory organ which help in removal of nitrogenous waste, toxic waste along with excess water and dissolved mineral salts from the body in the form of urine. Most of the salts are carried by the blood transport system to the kidneys and some are excreted by the skin. So when we perspire, sweat glands in the skin excrete salt, water, and some urea in the form of salt. In this way, skin also functions as an excretory organ. Our lungs also serve as excretory organs because they help us to get rid of carbon dioxide. Now, let's see how our liver works as an excretory organ. So, the liver breaks down the red blood cells and produce the excretory yellow-green colored bile pigments. And these bile pigments release with the bile juice into the duodenum of the small intestine and are eventually removed from the body along with the feces. In the human body, mainly three types of excretory products are produced. So, the first one is carbon dioxide, water, and urea. Carbon dioxide is the end product of respiration and it is produced by all the cells during respiration. Water is also the end product of respiration. Along with the bloodstream, it reaches to the kidneys where it is removed as urine. And some of the excess water is removed as sweat from the body. Now the last one is urea. In the liver, excess protein get converted into urea. Body cannot store excess protein which are broken down into amino acids and then urea. Now, let us see what does the renal excretory system of human beings consist of. So the renal excretory system of human beings consists of a pair of kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder and urethra. Now let us know about them in detail. So the first one, kidneys. Kidneys are the main excretory organs in human beings. A pair of reddish brown colored bean-shaped kidneys are enclosed in a transparent membrane and attached to the back of abdominal cavity just above the waist. So if you put your hands on your hips, your kidneys are just about where your thumbs are. The kidneys produce urine, which consists of urea, water, and other waste products removed from the blood. Now ureters. these are the two narrow tubes that run from each kidneys, and these tubes carry urine. Now the next one is urinary bladder. Urinary bladder is a thin muscular bag-like structure which is situated towards the bottom of abdominal cavity, and it stores urine until it is sent out to urethra. And the last one is urethra. It is an excretory tube arises from the urinary bladder. Urethra has a canal-like opening through which urine is passed. Let us look at the structure of kidney. Each kidney has two distinct layers, the renal medulla and renal cortex. Renal medulla is the outer darker layer and renal cortex is the inner lighter layer. As you can see in the picture, the renal medulla contains cone-shaped structure which is known as renal pyramids. And these renal pyramids are made up of millions of microscope filtering units which are known as nephrons. Each nephron consists of a cup-shaped structure known as Bowman's capsule. The Bowman's capsule continues behind a narrow tubule and opens into the collecting ducts. All the collecting ducts then pass through the medulla and enter the renal pelvis, which opens into the ureter. Let us now see how urine is formed. The process of urine formation includes following basic processes. The first one is glomerular filtration. The second one is tubular reabsorption. Third one is tubular secretion. And the fourth one is excretion. So, glomerular filtration, it occurs in the glomerulus, which receives impure blood through different arterioles of renal artery. The blood which enters the glomerulus mainly contains water with dissolved salts, urea, uric acid, and glucose. The narrowing of blood capillaries cause an increase in the pressure of the blood, due to which the water and the insoluble molecules present in the blood get filtered out into the cavities of Bowman's capsule. The next one is tubular reabsorption. So, the filtrate of glomerulus passes through the thin wall of Bowman's capsule and moves forward in the renal tubule, where the reabsorption of useful substances such as glucose, amino acids, water, and some inorganic salts take place by the renal blood capillaries. The next process is tubular secretion. In this, the remaining liquid along with some additional waste such as urea and uric acid is passed through both the ureters and are collected in the urinary bladder. The last one is excretion. The urine from the kidneys reaches into the urinary bladders, and when the urinary bladder is full, urine is passed out from the body through the urethra. Now let's look at the composition of urine. So as you can see in the table, the composition of urea is 2.3 gram per liter. Of uric acid, it's 0.7 gram per liter. Creatinine, it's 1.5 gram per liter. And other organic salts are 2.6 gram per liter. Now let's see the inorganic salts. Sodium chloride is 9 gram per liter. Ammonia is 0.6 gram per liter. Potassium chloride is 2.5 gram per liter. Sulfuric acid is 0.3 gram per liter. And other inorganic salts are 2.5 gram per liter. What is osmoregulation? So, a process by which the amount of water, minerals, and salt of the blood inside the body of a living organism is maintained is known as osmoregulation. So, besides being excretory in function, kidneys are osmoregulatory in nature. They maintain a steady concentration of blood that flows through them. Why is osmoregulation important? So, osmoregulation is important because changes in the blood and tissue fluid can have a great effect on the body cells. If there is more water, then the water moves into the cells by the osmosis and causes them to swell and even burst. And if there is less water, then the water will move out of the cells, causing them to shrink. Therefore, in both the cases, normal functioning of the body is hampered. That is why osmoregulation is important. The malfunctioning of urinary system causes certain disorders. It includes any diseases, disorders or conditions that affect the function of any part of the urinary system. Urinary tract infection and kidney stones are the common examples of urinary system disorders. So let us first know what urinary tract infection is. So the infection of urinary tract caused by the action of bacteria or any other disease causing germs are known as urinary tract infection. This kind of infection is very common in children. However, people of all the ages get affected by the UTIs, which is urinary tract infection. The symptoms of urinary tract infection are burning or stinging sensation while urination, an increased urge or more frequent need to urinate, fever, vomiting, and a feeling of discomfort and nausea, waking up at night a lot to go to the washroom. Then you might experience belly pain in the area of the bladder. One more disorder of urinary tract is kidney stones. So kidney stones are the small masses of salts and minerals that accumulate inside the kidneys and may travel down the urinary tract. You might have heard the word kidney stones as it is common these days. So if somebody has stone in the kidney, then they might experience blood in the urine and pain in the abdomen. Now here are some questions related to the topic. You can check your answers now. That's all for today. I hope you all had a good time revising the chapter. Goodbye and take care.